All right, everybody. Hello, and welcome back to the channel. All right, as you just heard, the video is dealing with Sean Paul Reyes, aka Long Island Audit. All right, so this video here, I found it very interesting that I wanted to share it with you guys for the simple reasons that it has particular rules that, in my opinion, all city halls should implement them. Okay, this video right here, trust me, I think all of you will agree that this is the way all city halls should implement their rules on recording, and I think everybody wins. Frauditors win, the people win. Now, the unfortunate thing is, frauditors are not going to see it that way as a win because they're going to be restricted in certain areas. Okay? Now, mind you, this particular city hall booted out one of his co-frauditors, Daniel Warmus, a.k.a. Auditing Erie County. Booted him. Get the hell out. Okay? Now, this is another thing here. One of Auditing Erie County subscribers who've been watching this shit here for so long, wanted to play frauditor and went to that particular city hall to play frauditor and do a so-called audit as well, and got his ass booted out. Okay, 64-year-old man. If you guys remember, I did the video on it. 64-year-old man, apparently watching this crap, liked it, and wanted to play frauditor. And let me just say, he did a good job. He went in there and lied his ass off, okay? He did a good job with the lying. He also played the bull crap about independent journalists. I mean, this guy, you could tell he's been watching frauditors for a while. He had everything down packed. It was just amazing, okay? Now, mind you, now if Sean feels that he has to go there, he's top dog. Apparently, he feels like he's top dog. He has to go there and challenge the authority. Yes, challenge the authority like he did in Berwyn, Illinois. Okay? Now, like I said, guys, pay attention to the way the rules come into play. Okay? Because like I said, I honestly feel all city halls should implement their rules like this. In common areas meaning the lobby, hallways, common areas, okay? Recording is no problem. Record away. Record until you get tired. Okay, but now when you go into a particular department, like I've always said, I've said it in many of my videos, that's it. That's not public no more. This is a department now where people are going in there to exchange personal information. So I don't understand what's the big fascination. You know, he makes it sound like they're violating his rights. You'll hear him make comments. You'll hear Sean make comments as if they're violating his rights. They're not letting him go into a particular department to record his document his transaction. Okay? But here they're willing to make compromises. We'll have somebody come to you, regardless that, mind you, the shit that he's asking to do, a FOIA request, he can do that. I think we all know this. He can do that at home on the internet. Okay, but and then he uses that bull crap. But what if it's somebody who doesn't have internet? How would they be able to do it? Well, here they're going out their way and having somebody come to you. Okay, you don't want to turn off your camera. You want to go into the department and record. Okay, you want to record your document your transaction. Here they're making an effort. Come on now, we'll send somebody, the employee, outside, away from everybody while they're exchanging their personal information and take care of you. Damn it, you're getting one-on-one treatment, A1 service, and he still makes it sound like they're violating his rights. So this is a very important video. In my eyes, it's very important, okay? Like I said, these rules, I think all city halls should be implemented. At the end of the video, he is calling for his subscribers to petition to get that rule taken down. I'm petitioning you guys. I put it at the end. At the very end, I'm going to talk to you guys one more time. We need to communicate with this particular city hall, and I doubt very much they're going to just knock it down because this knucklehead is not liking their rules. But again, we all know. He's got 300,000 people that follow him. We all know how sometimes under pressure, how some of these city halls act, okay? And you can't blame them. They got 300,000 people calling, emailing, threatening them on Facebook and all this bull crap, you know. So all I'm asking for you guys at the very end, take down the number. I put a little a clip there at the end of that particular city hall with their phone number. You need to call and support them. Show them that they have support. I don't want this particular city hall to think that everybody is not happy with their rules of no recording. They need to know that they got the support also. You hear? Let's check out the video. I know you guys are going to love it.
All here in Rochester, New York. A few weeks ago, Dan from Auditing Erie County was removed from this very public building under threat of arrest simply for exercising his First Amendment right. A few days later, a concerned Rochester resident was also denied entry into the building for the same reason. After seeing these injustices take place, I decided to take the 8-hour road trip to Rochester to ensure that our public servants respect our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. Alright guys, so we passed through the metal detector here. Now we're gonna go see the city clerk. So, as some of you know, there was a couple of auditors and citizens who came into this city hall here in Rochester, and they were promptly removed, their rights violated, their First Amendment right of freedom of press violated.
Love you, man.
Hey,
yes,
man.
sir. How you doing?
Hey, where's the city clerk's office?
The city clerk's office?
Yeah.
Well, welcome to City Hall, sir. We have signs up here. We have, you cannot video record.
Where's the signs?
The signs are posted up all over. You can follow me this
Yeah,
way.
sure.
And I'll show you a sign.
Yeah, no problem.
Here's a
Can I get your name, sir?
My name is Supervisor Brooks.
Supervisor Brooks?
Yes.
Okay.
City Security. And your name is?
My name's Sean.
Sean what,
Yeah.
Sean?
Just Sean.
Just Sean?
Just
Okay.
Sean.
Yeah, follow me, Sean, and I'll show you.
Sure. So
I'll show you everything. Yep.
So Security Officer Brooks gave me a what is this? Purpose of benefits of the policy and benefits of the policy.
All right. So, right down here, I'll show you where it's posted, right here.
Yeah.
Go down real quick, I can show you where it's posted. And you got a copy of the policy here. It is stated this is a place of business, photography. You can film this. It's limited to common areas, is not permitted in or into working areas.
Where was I?
Video, huh?
Where was
I'm
I?
just explaining to you. So before
okay.
before you move anywhere else, I just wanted to explain this to you so we won't have to go through all the ins and outs. And that's why I gave you a copy.
Yeah.
Of the policy.
Yeah, I'm just an independent journalist. All I'm trying to do is do a FOIL request. Are you familiar with FOIL requests?
I am very familiar with FOIL requests,
Yeah.
but right now you cannot. There's no videotaping unless you're doing our common areas. But if you're going up into an actual office, there is no videotaping while you're going into an office.
They're
Because
public offices, no?
It's a working space and there's confidential paperwork and stuff that'll be around.
In a public building, there's confidential paperwork?
Absolutely.
All right, let me just pause it real quick and throw this at you guys because I'm sure you guys just heard him real sarcastically. Confidential paperwork in a public building? Yes, Sean, yes. Confidential paperwork in a public building. When a person goes into a particular department for to pay your taxes or whatsoever, okay? You're going in there to pay your taxes, you got to give up some your home address and what other info. If you're paying with your credit card numbers. Granted, they turn around and say, well, we're not there for that. We're not going to record that. But as they're scanning the whole area there, whatever, that might get caught out there. That info might get caught. And with the editing programs and all that, the bad guy, all they got to do, come on, I've done it. You could pretty much target any little thing and blow it up or whatever, and boom, you got all the info you want. But I'm just saying, why should that person Or me, when I go to pay my taxes and I'm giving up my home address and I'm paying with my credit card, why shouldn't my information, why do I have to suck it up and my shit end up on YouTube because you feel you got the right to record there? Come on, realistically, let's look at the big picture here. I could swallow lobbies, hallways. You record away, brother. Record until your fingers get tired and all that bull crap. But if you're there to do legitimate business, like the majority of the people go to City Hall to do legitimate business, okay? There's no need for that recording. You want to document that, no problem. You want to document your transaction, no problem. They're willing to compromise and send an employee outside, and he's still bitching about that. Let's get back to the video and hear him bitch some more.
All of the officers are now...
All the officers are now what?
They're off limits. There's limited access.
Limited access to the offices for purposes of handling business there, correct?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
that's my objective is to conduct business, and
right.
What I'm doing here is I'm trying to file a FOIA request.
Okay.
Freedom of information law, and I'm documenting. I'm a journalist, right?
Okay.
I'm documenting that process.
Can I see your journalist license?
There is no such thing as a journalist license, sir.
So what you would have to do, if you're considering yourself a journalist, there is a journalist ID that you have, and you would have to contact.
No, that doesn't exist. That doesn't exist. I would give it to you if it exists. There's no license. Okay. The license for journalism is the First Amendment of the United States Constitution. It says that we have freedom of press in this country, and I have a right to public information, and I'm just documenting that public information that I'm doing.
With the media that comes in, they contact communication before they just walk in.
I'm sure they could. I'm sure they could.
No, that's what they do. It's not what they could do. That's what they actually do. And you would have to contact communications to prior videotaping the building while you're walking through the building, unless you're checking in at the atrium and you're looking at the historic value of everything.
I just need to file whoever I need to speak with to file a FOIA request. Just because I'm recording, like for example.
You call the law department?
All right, so let me just add this real quick, because we all know they want to be looked at as media. They want to be respected as media. They always say they're independent journalists. They want us to look at them as media. But they don't want to do the shit that media does. Like, getting in contact with their communication department. And I've said it before, every government location has a PIO office, public information officer. Okay? Those are the people that communicate with media. They make arrangements. Hey, come over here, blah, blah, blah. Okay? Do it the professional way, ethically. But they don't want to do that shit. They want all the perks of being media, but they don't want to do the right thing like media does. Now, that's a kick in the ass, ain't it?
For me, please.
Yeah. For example, if I were to walk in here and I was recording secretly, right, and you didn't know I was recording. For example, you don't know if I'm recording or not. You see I'm holding a phone in the air. You don't know if I'm recording, right?
Well,
for sure, you don't know.
If I don't, but however, why would you hold your phone up pointing directly in my face
Fair
if you're
enough.
not recording? Also, you also stated on your recording when I handled you, you said Supervisor Brooks handed me this.
Yeah.
So you must be recording.
I could be talking to myself, right?
No, you can't be talking to yourself.
Why not?
Because you took your camera and showed the paperwork.
Yeah.
So that's.
But okay, Security
Hold
Officer
on,
Brooks,
one
just
second.
really quick.
One
Let me just
second.
make one more
You wait
point.
1 second. We're gonna call.
Let me just make one more point. One more point with you. What happens if I was secretly recording? There's no law against secretly recording, so that's why this policy, first of all, doesn't trump the United States Constitution, and it doesn't trump my rights.
If you were secretly recording me,
yeah,
I wouldn't have known that.
Exactly. No one would have known that.
But you are not secretly recording.
So because I'm not secretly doing it, I'm having an issue. But
no, there's no issue. I just wanted to explain to you.
But if I came in here and I was secretly recording, that's not a law.
Actually, what you can do is a policy.
A policy.
So, right.
That is correct.
You have to follow the policy.
Policy does not trump the law or a right, sir. Respectfully.
Excuse me, can you let her?
Sure. Yeah, I'm not here to.
Without recording her. Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
It's funny, Security Officer Brooks. You have a camera right there, right? You guys are always recording everybody in City Hall. Do you see how silly the policy is now? That if I was secretly recording, you wouldn't be here, there would be no issue, I can go anywhere I want that the public would be.
Tell me we have somebody down here recording and they want
A FOIA request.
Get a FOIA. Yes. While he's recording.
Correct, while I'm recording. Where do I go for the FOIA request? The city clerk, correct?
1 second, sir.
All right.
Please, sir, can you wait here 1 second?
I gave you the opportunity to call somebody. I'm just trying to get my business done. I don't want to be here.
Excuse me,
Excuse me, ma'am. Sorry about that.
Thank you very much for moving.
Yeah, no problem.
We're gonna.
I don't want to be here all day.
And he'll be able to talk
I just don't want to be here all day. I just want to handle my business.
We want you to make sure you take care of your business.
Exactly. That's what I'm trying to do. So I'm gonna go do that. Okay.
But again, while you got me on camera, turn the camera this way.
Yeah, sure.
We're explaining to you the new policy, written policy, available at the security desk.
And I want to let you know, sir, that I want to let you know that I completely understand your policy, 100%. It doesn't apply to me. Policies applies to you. I'm a member of the public. I have a right to be in this building. I have a right to get information. That's it.
All right, so if you're familiar with Sean and you've been watching his videos, then you know this is something that normally comes out of his mouth. That policy does not apply to him. Policy does not apply to him. And I got to call bullshit on that one. Bullshit. Policies are there for everybody, employees as well as the general public. I've shown case law in my videos that state that governments are allowed to treat their locations like businesses for its intended use. Businesses that are allowed to ban recording as long as it's reasonable. And if it's to protect people's personal information, I'm going to call that reasonable. So why does he keep stating that policies does not apply to him? I don't know why he continues with that. But he needs to look up case law, because these guys live on case law. They want to use case law when it works to their advantage. I've seen it. I've put it on the videos to show that it exists, that the government is allowed to ban recording in their locations. Policies and rules are for everybody, the employees as well as the general public.
That's all I'm doing. Okay. I don't want to get back, because then this seems confrontational back and forth. So I don't want to seem confrontational. I want to go handle my business.
We just want to make sure that you understand what's going on and that you get what you
I understand. I've seen what you guys have done to other independent journalists that have come in here. I've seen it. So, I understand what you're trying to do, but it's not going to work with me. That's for sure.
This is one of my supervisors. He's still not understanding about.
No. I understand exactly what you're trying to say. All I am trying to have a right as a citizen of the New York State, citizen of this country, to access public information. I'm just trying to access that public information, and I'm a journalist.
That's good. They're giving you the information, so I'm not going to go back.
Okay, great. I'm going to go get it. Thank you.
So
appreciate
you have
that.
the information to the law department?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it. Cool. I don't want to go back and forth either. Pointless. City clerk is on the 3rd floor, right, sir? City clerk is on the 3rd floor, sir? That's what it says on the directory.
You have to get permission to go up there.
What do you mean, sir?
You have to get permission on the 3rd floor.
For what? It's a city clerk. Doesn't everybody have a right to see the city clerk?
City clerk is over there. The one that I can go to is over there.
It doesn't say the city clerk is on the 3rd floor, sir?
For marriage.
For marriage is on the 3rd floor?
Yes.
I don't see any signs that say city clerk over there,
I'm
though.
telling you, it's over there, 108.
It's over there?
108.
Maybe I read the directory wrong. So the security guard says, see security. Is the city clerk in this office? Didn't you just tell me that? You just told me that it's over there.
You can't come here with video. See,
That doesn't say anything about video.
You can't come in here with video. This is an office. You can't come in here.
Is this the city clerk's office?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do a FOIL request.
Okay, but you can't come with that video. You have to have permission.
Permission to video? For
Yes.
what? But what? I'm not videoing then. I'm not videoing.
Can you put your phone away then you can come in?
Okay, I'm not videoing. So what's the
I know
difference?
you're not videoing.
How do you know I
Camera-
am?
You have the. I just seen it when you was walking by. I seen the camera going on.
That doesn't mean I'm recording.
Okay, well I'm telling you, you can't come in here
For what?
with the camera.
For what? There's no sensitive documents here or anything like that.
Okay.
There's no sensitive documents here. I'm trying to conduct business, sir.
And I'm
That's all.
telling you, you cannot come here with the video.
I'm trying to
You
conduct
know you
business,
can't come here
sir.
with the video.
What? How do I know that?
You know that.
How do I know that? I've been to city halls all over the country and I've never had that problem before, where you can't go into a public office recording. I'm a journalist. We have freedom of press. What's the issue, sir?
Okay.
Doesn't really make any sense. I just want to do my FOIL request. I'd be gone already, sir. You're making a big deal.
Can you back up so they can?
Yeah, sure. No problem. Sorry about that. Go ahead, guys. You have a great day, okay?
Can you please back
So
up
you're
a
back.
little bit?
You're backing.
Can you-
You're blocking my way to
Yeah,
conduct
because you
business.
got video. Can you please back up, please?
There's nothing about that sign that says that I can't
I'm
video.
telling you, I'm security. I know what they're telling. Can you just please just back up?
So I'm trying to conduct my business. That's all I'm trying to do.
I'm trying to do my job.
Your job is violating my rights,
it's
sir.
not.
It is.
It's not.
It's violating
Sir,
my
can you-
rights. Excuse me. Sorry about that, sir. Excuse me. Sorry about that.
All right, man. Here you go. That's the phone number to the law department. If you
Yeah, I want to get a form while I'm here, and
Unfortunately, everything is available online.
yeah, there's if somebody didn't have access to the internet, you know, there's ways that you'd be able to get me a form here. I'm asking for a form so I can fill it out here. That's all I'm
You
doing.
want to come over here and wait? I'll print it out for you. It's gonna
Okay,
be
and
a
I want to
minute.
submit it. Okay, great.
We'll be able to submit it right now, but I'll be
So
able
how
to
would I
print one out
submit
for
it?
you. So if you want to hang out over here, it's up to you.
I'm trying to go handle my business in city for the city clerk. That's what I'm trying to do.
Okay.
And I'm not being allowed to by the security officer
You're
here.
not allowed to record in there. It's a restricted area, sir.
So what if
There's
who
a sign
says
right
I'm
there
who
around
says
it.
I'm recording?
Excuse me.
That sign doesn't say anything about recording.
There you go.
That doesn't say anything about
You have the
recording.
paperwork that they gave you? If you read
That
it,
sign has nothing to do with
read the
recording,
paper, okay?
but it has nothing to do with recording.
Yeah. Read the paper. And
Yeah,
then you'll be able to
but this
see.
paper doesn't apply to me, sir.
It does.
It does not.
I see you recording.
Oh, I'll be right back.
Okay.
Please, can you please get out of the way?
No, I
please?
cannot.
I just want to conduct my business,
What kind
sir.
of business you want to conduct, sir?
I'm just trying to file a FOIL request in the city.
Well, you can do
Who are
those online.
who are you, sir?
I'm Mr. McIntyre,
And Mr. McIntyre, and you work for the city?
I do, sir.
In what capacity, sir?
Superintendent of Security.
Superintendent of Security.
Yeah, how are you
I'm.
today? Your name, sir?
My name's Sean.
Sean, nice to meet you, Sean.
I'm an independent journalist. I'm just trying to do a FOIL request.
Sure.
You should be able to do them in person. Is there a reason, since you're security?
You need the
is-
document to do the forward?
Yeah,
I can get that for you. Can I get that for you?
Yeah, and I'm
Okay.
trying to document the process of handing it to the city clerk or whoever I need to
Actually,
hand it
does Go to the
to.
clerk's office, something that's done online, and then
Who does it go
from
to?
The law department will come down, and I
Yeah.
can make that happen for you if you'd like, sir.
Okay, I would appreciate
Okay,
that.
you
I would
follow me,
appreciate that.
Sean?
Sure,
Okay.
sure. I would
Well
appreciate
said.
that.
Thank you.
Is there a reason, since you're the superintendent of security, is there a reason why cameras aren't allowed in public offices here?
Well,
Is there like some type of security threat or anything?
You know, it's just increased security here because, threats against government buildings. So we just want to make sure we have a safe environment, for everybody, man.
Yeah.
Nothing against you.
No,
Nothing
but just to be, and I'm not saying you've been very cordial
Yeah,
since
thank
you
you,
came up
sir.
to me, and I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
I treat people with respect the same way they do.
And I do you too, sir.
Thank you. I appreciate
Yeah.
that. My only thing is it just seems kind of silly because it's like if I was secretly recording, let's say I just had like a button camera. We have a lot of technology,
Doing it out in the open, man.
right? I know, but I'm showing I'm doing it. I'm
Right.
telling you my name.
Right.
And
me too.
for me
And
being
for
honest,
you to
I can't
in
record.
these common areas, we're fine with that.
Yeah.
It's just in those areas, those work areas where we have confidential information. We have people in here that have their information on the desk and things like that. So we don't want that.
It's all public information. You know
yeah,
that.
Yeah, but his public information shouldn't be your public information.
I mean, everybody's public information.
His public information shouldn't be your public information.
I mean, everybody's public information.
His public information shouldn't be your public information.
I mean, everybody's public.
All right, so I'm sure you guys could tell, being that I repeated it 3 times, that was my favorite cut there. I saved this little piece right here of this video. I saved it to my computer. Why should that person's public information be your public information? Let's be real here, guys. These guys are quick to put everybody's business out there. Doesn't mean shit to them. Everybody's business is fair game. But do you notice when it comes to their business, they either mute the video or they cut the video? Do you guys notice that? I've seen plenty of videos of frauditors do it. We all know they're quick to throw people's info out there on YouTube. They don't care. It's public information. But now when they're being asked questions, personal information that they have to give, they're like either to a cop or something like that, oh, they're quick to mute the video or they'll cut it out. So, you know, here we're talking about people who are supposedly fighting for transparency, right? Their business is private, guys. It's private. Other people's business, like ours, oh, that's fair game. Screw that shit. It's public info. Fuck it. Excuse the language, ladies. That just flipped out. Anyway, I saved this part because, again, I say, why should that person's public information be your public information? These guys done twisted the First Amendment. They've done rewritten it in their own ways. They've rewritten the Constitution and the First Amendment to work to their narratives. Let's get back to the video.
Public information. It's
Mine
public
too,
information.
man. Listen.
Your salary,
All
everything.
over the place. Isn't that something, man?
It's all public
Man, I
information.
started working for the city. I was like, I'm not
Yeah.
private, man.
No, not at all.
I'm not private.
It seems pretty silly.
Yeah.
It seems pretty silly,
So
honestly.
I want to get you a FOIL application.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna have someone from the law department. I think that's how you do the search.
Yeah.
Let's
Okay.
find out and let's do it. Let's
All
do
right.
it the proper way.
All right. Sounds good. Oh, thanks.
There's a document. Fill that out, Sean, and then we can, have someone from our law department either come down and receive
Perfect.
it from you. You got an area where you can sit if you like.
Sure.
Yeah, come on over, Sean.
Sure.
We got Sean sit down at the desk, Mr. Mathis. So what we'll do, Mr. Mathis, what we'll do, he wants to fill out his application, and then we'll call someone from the law
Do you have a
department.
pen, sir?
I do. We'll come someone from the law department to come down and explain the process to you. Okay?
All right, thank
Watch
you.
that. It's leaking a little bit, Sean. Be
Okay.
careful, man. All right.
How you guys doing?
Can he sit at that desk? Sean, you want to sit at this desk?
Sure.
Okay. He's just filling out a FOIL application. And then we'll get some from the law department. He'll come down to the system once he gets done. Okay? Sean, again, my name is Vince, so if I'm not around, call the guys. I'm on the radio or cell phone.
All right,
And
Vince.
then I'll come and give you the assistance that you need.
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you, sir.
How you guys doing? Good. You guys stationed here? For now? Increase security at City Hall? All right, let's fill this out really quick.
You all set, sir?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll take that for you. We'll make sure someone gets to you.
Yeah, can you call down the security director, Vince? He said that he was going to have somebody come down and speak to me.
Okay, I will
Yeah.
do that. Yeah. If you can wait right there, we'll be
I'll wait over here.
306 3000 3006
This is a place of business. Photography is limited to common areas and is not permitted in or into working areas. Videography requires prior authorization. From who? Hey, sir, who gives the authorization for videography as per the your policy here? Do you know who gives the authorization?
The bird explained everything.
No, I'm saying who gives. It doesn't say. It says without prior authorization. So,
Check the other form that you got earlier.
so would it be like the mayor himself that needs to authorize it, or somebody that works for him?
Oh, Sean.
Yeah.
I just made arrangements with the law department.
Okay.
Call upstairs when you get done. Someone to come down. You okay with that?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
That's fine.
One of the lawyers will come down.
Okay.
It's gonna be Patrick.
Not a problem, sir. Hey, officers, just a quick question as law enforcement officers, since you're here. If I were to go into a publicly accessible area of City Hall and record, not into a restricted area, not behind a counter, what would I be arrested? It says that I'm subject to arrest. What would be the charge? Filming in public? I don't understand what would be the charge. I'm sorry? Oh, like if I went to like the city clerk, excuse me, if I went to the city clerk's office, you know, in the lobby where generally the public's allowed to be, it says that I'll be subject to arrest if I'm recording in there. So I just, as law enforcement officers, I'm pretty confused. I travel the country and I document city halls, and I've never once come across a city hall that you're subject to arrest for going into a publicly accessible area. Like if you were in a restricted area, you know, behind a counter or something of that nature, I would understand maybe trespassing or something. But, you know, I just don't understand in the city clerk's office, what would I be arrested for? Just because I don't want to be arrested, but I also don't want to have my rights violated as a journalist, you know.
It's our understanding that the publicly accessible areas are clearly marked now versus restricted areas. It's your right to videotape in a public area. Nobody's going to restrict you for that. Is this individual somebody that you're waiting
Oh, I think so. Hi, sir. How are you?
Good. Are you Sean?
Yes.
Hi,
And
Patrick.
Patrick.
Is this your FOIL?
This is my FOIL request, yeah. Are you from the law department?
I am.
Okay, Patrick, I just had a quick question for you. Maybe you can answer because I didn't really get a good answer from the officers here. What about the publicly accessible areas of the, you know, for example, the Treasury Department is right here out in the open, and you could film in there, no problem. What is it about? What gives you the legal standing to restrict people's movement into a publicly accessible lobby from recording? I don't understand what's the authority. What rationale do you use to hold up that policy that you have?
Well, I can't give legal advice to folks who don't work for the city. My client's the city.
Yeah.
But as a general matter, the recording's only allowed in the public areas.
Yeah. So that's not a public area.
This is a good email address for
Yeah,
you?
that is a great email address for me.
That's how most of the correspondence.
Yeah, and I said please email
Okay, perfect.
because I don't want to have to come back unless I really have to.
I hear you. So our folks will enter this into the system. The FOIL law gives us 20 business days to get a response to
Correct.
it.
Yep.
But, you know, if it's not a big lift, it'll probably be sooner than that.
Yeah. Okay.
Thank you.
No problem.
How you doing? Thank you, sir. Gary, you all set, man?
Yeah. So here's your pens back. Here's your pen back.
All right, good, man.
Sir, unfortunately, I didn't get my the response that I needed from the law enforcement officers here or the person from the law department. I'm gonna have to record in a publicly accessible area because that's what I do. Okay. If that becomes an issue and I am threatened with arrest, that becomes no. But I'm saying if that becomes but if that becomes, I need, you know, I can't accept that you're keeping me out of publicly accessible offices. And as cordial as you've been,
But I want to say, you can't go into the working areas.
I understand.
Right? There's
Those
a
are
sign
public.
on that door that says working area. Videography should be approved
By who?
by communications people. You know, because it's a historic building. You know, people may want to record that right there.
When I was
doing
research on the building, I was like, this is a historic building. It used to be a federal building.
Of course, man.
Used to be a federal building. And but my point is that why wouldn't you be able to record while asking questions to
in a work area?
In a work area. Like if I said, hey ma'am, what is it that you do? Like you're not setting a good example for your city by allowing people to hide in their work areas.
I don't think you're hiding. Let's take.
All right, so let me pause it here because it's a little annoying the way he throws it out there that he's not been able to record in publicly accessible areas. And shit, he done made a 50-minute video, an hour video, recording in nothing but publicly accessible areas. But I guess apparently it's burning a hole in his ass that he cannot record inside those departments where people are exchanging their personal information. Which now that particular city hall, which I think all city halls should do it, have now classified as limited access. This is the way, honestly, this is the way I feel all city halls should be. If anybody's going to do any recording, it's going to be where? Pretty much where the displays are at. Like I said before, I've noticed city halls now are going out their way. They're putting nice art, nice displays in their lobbies or hallways and stuff like that. I could understand, I swear, I could understand people wanting to record that. Go right ahead, knock yourself out. But now when you're going inside of a department to conduct legitimate business, people are going to be exchanging information that shouldn't be put on YouTube on any social media at that. Okay? And that's burning a hole in his ass. And I don't understand why. I guess he feels his subscribers are going to look at him like he's a chump or something, that he didn't get what he wanted. Because in the beginning of the video, if you heard, I don't know if I cut that out, but like he was like, I'm going to challenge their authority. I'm going over there to challenge their authority. They got rid of two frauditors, auditing Erie and one of his subscribers, and he's Sean, Long Island Audit to the rescue. Okay? And it's burning a hole in his ass that he has not gotten his way. And all I see, guys, this man right here that's in the superintendent of security has treated Sean with the utmost respect. Much respect to that man. Much respect to him. And then like Sean wants, like he's always got to, like he's always counterattacking. Okay, I want to document my transaction, me handing the paper to the clerk or the individual who accepts the FOIA request. I want to document that transaction. Giving them a reason to go into the office, right? The department. Well, shit, here they are. You don't want to turn your camera off. I know that you don't want to turn this camera off. We're going to have that employee come out and get it from you. It don't get no better than that. They're giving him A1 service, and he's still, I'm going to challenge your authority. I'm still going to go in there and do it. Isn't that some shit? That's like, I'm serious. That's a real, my opinion, disrespect. These people have been treating him. I understand the other security guards have been hard on him, but that's the way you got to treat him. This guy, he's got this shit with him like his shit don't stink. And I know you guys know what I mean by that. He acts like you know how these guys always talk about calling other people entitled, like their entitlement, their entitled employees, entitlement. You know what I'm getting at? That same bullshit no, they act like they're entitled. They're entitled to do this, they're entitled to do that. They act like prima donnas. That's the way I see it, guys, and I'm sure most of you guys see it the same way. Let's go see him challenge the authority and see what happens.
For example, you and I right now.
Yeah.
If you and I spend a bunch of time together, I'm not doing my job. I got to make sure the city hall is safe.
Yeah.
You know, I got to make sure that if you're in the face of a security officer like this, he's going like this, but here's an active killer walks right by us and shoot up the place.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So we have.
He's not getting by with you guys. I haven't seen a city hall with metal detectors before
this is
either.
the first day.
First day with metal detectors.
Man, this is the first day.
But it happened. It happened because somebody came in. No, somebody came in with a camera.
No,
and
no.
And now it's an issue.
I have petitioned for safety in our government building since I've been here.
Yeah. And the camera guy set it over the top.
Sean, you ain't threatening me, man.
I'm not threatening no one.
You ain't the active killer, man.
No, I'm not.
I know you're not, Sean.
I am not.
But the guy that's walking past me and you right now, but I got to do my job. You understand what I'm saying? I got to make sure. So it's not because of you.
Yeah.
It's not because of the camera thing. This thing has been into play. This thing has been into play. I submitted a proposal months ago, man. I said, we got to fortify City Hall because I teach active killer for the city.
Yeah.
So I know that people are coming to government buildings killing folks, man. And I want to make sure you're safe.
I mean, it really doesn't. I really don't see that happening in government buildings.
You don't think so?
I've seen it happening in schools.
Yeah, but.
All right, so did you hear the crap that came out of his mouth? He don't think it's going to happen in a government building. Yeah, it happened at a school, and yeah, we need to protect our schools, but it ain't going to happen at a government building. Are you that dumb? Are you that naive, Sean? Really? I think we all know our government has screwed over many third world countries. Many third world countries out there that are pissed at us. Pissed. Russia being the next one now that's pissed at us for helping Ukraine. And I agree with what the government did for Ukraine. Screw that. Help Ukraine out. Screw Russia. Okay, so that's another country we got to worry about. When they're done with Ukraine, guys, not to make this political, but I'm just saying, when they're done with Ukraine, guys, we got to worry about Russia. Russia's going to come at us. So it's just saying, just another country. And I say it again, all government locations are a hot spot. Bad guys, they want to hurt the government. What better way to hurt them but to hit them where it hurts? Their locations, where a lot of people gather, okay? He don't want to admit to it because it's working against his narrative right now. Agree. He knows, he understands it happened at schools. That shows the craziness out there. Government employees got to be thinking the same way. God, I hope nothing like that ever happens, comes in while we're working here. We get a maniac coming in here and lighting us up. So that's why a lot of people overreact when they see his ass walking around recording, and when they ask him questions, he plays the silent treatment, or he'll come up with some dumbass shit. I'm an independent journalist. He doesn't realize, listen, whether he considers himself, he needs to change it to I'm practicing journalist or citizen journalist, something like that, because the way he comes off, people take it, this guy ain't media. People are used to Channel 4, 7, 11, you know what I'm saying? They're used to big media. Now all of a sudden they got some knucklehead dressed in shorts and a polo shirt and all this shit, saying that he's media and he's holding a cell phone camera or whatever. Come on now. Okay, so that shit puts them on alert. They got some guy that's walking around being evasive when they're asking him questions, and he's, gathering intelligence. That's the only thing that comes to mind. So they overreact, and you can't blame them for that. But whatever, These guys, it's always their way or the highway deal. Let's get back to the video. I know I ramble. I know I'm slowing down.
I believe we need to protect our schools for sure. I just don't think it happens. I don't think it happens in government buildings, honestly.
We need to protect people, though, man.
For sure. I'm all about safety and protecting people, but there's no cameras don't hurt anybody.
And I'm not offended by the camera. I'm not threatened by the camera. Bro.
You do good on camera. You're a good guy.
That's what they say.
I'm just gonna take my walk around.
But
then.
just remind me, make sure the common areas.
Yeah,
okay.
where I can handle business. Hey, sir, how are you? As a law enforcement officer, can I ask you a question? Regarding, can I show you one of these signs over here?
I've seen all the signs.
Oh, okay. So the sign going into the city clerk's office, if I wanted to document inside that office, it says that I could be subject to arrest. What would I be arrested for?
So this is not a City of Rochester police facility, so I'm going to direct you back to city security.
Okay, so I'm just going to go, if you can't tell me what I'll be arrested for, no one can tell me, having a sign that says you'll be subject to arrest, and I don't even know what I would be arrested for, filming in public. I understand, but the policy is not law, sir. The policy is not law. It goes to United States Constitution, law, and then policy.
So
he's a law enforcement officer. He doesn't enforce policies. You can't arrest anyone, correct?
Citizens arrest, I can.
If they're committing in the commission of a felony. If they're in the commission of a felony. But what I'm saying is, when you put up a sign that says you're subject to arrest, you're intimidating the public and saying you will have your freedom taken away if you come in here. But neither.
No, it says if you trespass. Remember what trespass is.
Trespass
meaning I said, Sean, you can't go in that area because it's confidential. There's documents in there. Sean, don't go in that area.
But you
now
can't.
It's trespassing.
No, but you can't just tell. You can't tell anybody else can go in there, but Sean can't because Sean has a camera. No, but you see, it's a double standard. It's a double standard.
Sean's taking care of legitimate business.
I have questions for the city clerk.
I can have the city clerk come out and speak to you.
But
I'm meeting you halfway.
I mean, I suppose you are, but I have to listen. In order, you've been very helpful. Listen,
you want to do a FOIA request?
Yes, and you facilitated. Yes, you did, sir. Yes, you did. You facilitated.
I can get you any form you want out of there, or I can let you go in and fill out your form.
Sir, I appreciate that.
And I'll get the city clerk to come out and talk to you.
I understand.
You know I will, man. I can make it happen.
I know you made it happen so far, and I appreciate that. But I am a journalist and I am an activist, so I need to, in order for things to change, there needs to be what's called. I need to have what's called standing. So even though I'm here to challenge the authority your authority in restricting people from going into publicly accessible areas. That's what I'm here to do, as well as my FOIL request. I was very interested in doing that, but I'm also here to challenge that. So I'm gonna go challenge it, and under threat of arrest, I will stop by this law enforcement officer here. It's a good thing he's here. But other than that, other than him saying I will arrest you if you do that, then I'm not going to stop. And then if he does threaten to arrest me, I have what's called standing, sir. And the only way I can really change something is in a court of law, right? I can't convince you. I can't convince the mayor. You know, I have to change it in a court of law. And I can't change it in a court of law unless I have what's called standing. I need to have been violated. My rights need to have been violated. So that's why it's not me trying to be difficult with you, sir, because you've been great. But I have to have what's called standing. So I'm going, if you want to tell him so we can make this quick, you say, hey, if you get out of there, I'm going to arrest you, you know, because I'm going to go into a publicly accessible area, sir.
Do you have business in there? Are you going in there
I'm going in there to record, correct.
No.
I'm going in there to record. Yeah, but I understand the policies. But what I tell you is that our rights are bigger than the policies, sir.
I got you, man. You smart guy, man. But you're saying you're going to challenge my authority.
I'm challenging City Hall's authority for restricting people with cameras. Because if I was secretly recording, sir, think about it. If I was secretly recording, you wouldn't do it. How would you ever know?
You never know.
Exactly my point. So it's exactly.
Right.
So, but my point is that if you can't stop anybody from secretly recording, how could you? Why would you ever stop somebody from openly recording?
Openly say video requires prior authorization.
Yeah, I believe that's wrong, because that's like saying I can't exercise my rights without prior authorization. Did I give you authorization to record me?
No.
You know what? But you are though. But there's cameras all over.
For your safety.
For
the safety of
and
employees.
so I can use that same argument. I'm recording for my safety because I don't know what you're capable of, what city clerk is capable of.
You want to go in there and you want to record.
Yeah.
And you want us to say.
I have to. It's not that. It's not. I have
Sean,
to.
You can't go in there unless you're taking care of business.
And then, or I'm going to say, are you going to arrest me? And then if you say yes, we're going to arrest you if you don't leave. Then I will leave, and then we'll take it up in court. But that's
a heck of a challenge.
Yeah, I mean, it's part of activism, sir. People gotta stand up for what they believe in, and I do it in a respectful way. I'm not here, trying to cause an issue with you. I'm very respectful towards you. You've been very respectful towards me, but and I hope so, sir. I hope so. I hope so. We might have a difference of opinion, but that's just that is life. That is life. So I'm going to, if you want to call them. I'm not gonna cause a disturbance, but I'm just gonna go exercise my rights peacefully, sir. Okay? Let's see what happens.
Sir, it's limited access. Do you really want to do this?
I'm trying to figure out what exactly. Yeah, I already spoke to the director, so yeah, I really want to do it, ma'am.
Thank you very much. Have a great day. Okay. And you're taking mine.
Excuse me, sir. So they have dog licenses here. Marriage license information over here. The application. City clerk's office does not issue refunds. Just gonna grab some of these pamphlets over here.
Thank you very much, sir.
My man, Sean.
My water bill?
Yes.
There you go. Look at that.
Look at that, sir.
Look at that, Sean.
Look at that, sir.
Look at that. Peaceful.
Peaceful. That's what I wanted. That was my. That's that honest.
All right. So he went in there. He took some recording of the signage, pamphlets, took a pamphlet at that, and he's out the door. This is what I wanted to do. It's not a big deal, right? Saying, what's a big deal about turning the camera off for 5 minutes or whatever, however long it takes to go in there and hand your paperwork in? What's the big deal about that? Realistically, Now, we all know, guys, and I was going to add some more videos, but I know the video's getting long. I was going to show you other frauditors when they go into these little departments, how they act. Okay, they go in there. We've seen them. We've seen these videos, guys. The frauditor goes in there and they start recording all the paperwork that's on the desk. And then they start bitching and moaning, you know, after the employee tells them, hey, you can't record the stuff that's on the desk. You know, it's, personal stuff. Oh, the onus is on you to create policy and all this other bull crap. I was going to add a few of those videos. I was going to add 2 or 3 videos. But I'm saying I'm looking at the video. It's already almost an hour, so I didn't do it. But I'm telling you guys, and I'm sure we've all seen those videos, how when the frauditors, they act. Sean ain't acting like that because he knows he's under the gun. Do something stupid, they're going to lock your ass up right now. Okay? And he's going to make a comment that I made the effort. I made the effort to put a little quick one in there. You'll see. Let's get back to the video and you'll see. But again, I say, real quick, again, if it's not a big deal, okay, you went in there, you took your little recording of the pamphlets and all that bull crap there. If it ain't a big deal, what's the big deal about turning the phone off for 5-10 minutes until you're done? You go in there, you hand your shit out, you come back out, turn the camera back on. Huh? No big deal, right? That's what I say.
Sir, that was.
I appreciate that.
Thank you, sir.
That.
Thank you. We got to work on these. We got to work on these signs because at the end of the day, it's not a.
Yep.
You know, it's really not that big of a deal. I think it's more of an ego thing with the city at this point, sir. You know,
I'm a customer service guy, not ego.
I'm not saying you.
Customer service.
No,
thing.
hey.
It ain't about.
No. Hey, everything's been going great, man, and I appreciate that.
Man.
But
Thank you, man.
and you know, I told you what I was gonna do, and you know, nothing happened. So
That's right. Nobody's intimidated. Nobody's
no one was intimidated. But that's how it should be because I'm all for government transparency, right?
Yeah.
You work for the government.
Yep.
We're supposed to be for government transparency, sir.
That's right.
Because we're the people, right? Even though you work for the government,
But I'm the people too.
you're the people.
I'm the people
You're
too,
part of
Sean.
the people, man.
Yeah.
I know you are.
I'm
I
the
can see
people
you're
too,
part of
man.
the people. So
I'm the people.
we have to be for the people. And recording and holding people accountable, it's not a big deal. And you know, people get upset about being recorded sometimes.
Yeah.
But I just remind them that we're always being recorded, right?
Always, man.
Always.
Big brother.
Always watching
They
us,
always
right?
watching,
They're
man.
watching your car go through the red light and send you a ticket. They're everything we
Every
do.
mall you go
So
in, every
all I'm trying to do is say, hey, listen, let's give the power back to the people. Let's record our officials. Let's see how they treat us. Let's see if they respect our rights. You treated me with nothing but respect here today, and you are a model for your city. You're setting a really good example for your city.
Thanks.
And you know that's all we're here to do is to see who's going to set the good example. Because guess what? If I wasn't recording and someone treated me bad, it's their word against mine. And then you know we. But look, you set a good example for your city here today, and I'm sure a lot of people across the world are going to appreciate that.
And I want my security officers to do the same going forward.
Yeah,
Listen,
I hope so. Because look, if you want
when Sean's come in City Hall, take care of Sean.
hey, listen,
Right.
exactly. And if you want to, if you want to, like you did, you had him, you know, follow me in there. Hey, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I can't. You're not violating my rights by having a security guard in there with me. Exactly.
All right, so let me show you how he double talks, okay? Because here he's telling the guy here that, you see how you sent your security guard in there to, like, babysit me? And that's good. You did a good thing. I can live with that. I have no problems with that. But do you guys remember the video where he went to the police department in Copper City or Rome, New York, where apparently he told the officer that he went there to check on the maintenance of the police vehicles. And the officer said, you don't have to do it inside the parking lot. You can go on the sidewalk and do it. No, I prefer to do it in the parking lot. And so the officer hung around to make sure nothing went wrong. And what was his comments, guys? Let me show you the comments that he made about the officer who just hung around just to make sure nothing went wrong. Same thing that the security guard did over here. And let me see, let me just show you what he said, what came out of his mouth.
I guess Officer Carletta's going to be babysitting us. She apparently has nothing better to do.
So tell me he doesn't do a lot of double talking. That officer did the same thing that security guard did, just to make sure nothing goes wrong, right? She ain't got nothing better to do but babysit him. That's the type of shit. That's the type of man that he is.
Now you get a bunch of phone calls say, hey, we got a weird guy. No, nothing happened, Sean. You went
Exactly.
to take care of your
But
business.
that could happen. Yeah, look, got some
man.
pamphlets.
Yeah.
But look, if somebody were to complain, if somebody were to try and start something, even though you see I didn't do anything, right?
You did, yeah.
You could have the
Thank you.
security say,
Thank
hey,
you.
listen, he's just recording really quick. He's just taking some pictures. He's a journalist. He's just taking some pictures and video.
Right.
You know,
Thank
not
you.
a big deal. Calm people down. Don't
people down, man.
de-escalate.
Dude, I'm all about de-escalation.
Yeah, I could see that,
do it with
but
our children
you know,
sometimes.
yeah.
I went to my kids, I always say, Dad, can I get a cookie? Dad, you know what, little Vincent, get the cookie, man.
Yeah.
There's no more whining now.
Yeah.
There's no more crying.
De-escalation
Everybody's
is key.
man. It's
De-escalation is key.
And when you do this, when you have to respect this key too, Sean.
Yes, I agree.
Thank you for your respect.
I agree.
Man. Thank you
I
for
agree, sir.
respecting this facility.
Yeah, for
Thank
sure.
You for respecting me. And I'm
Thank
gonna
you for
give the
respecting my
same. It's
rights.
earned, man.
Yeah.
And you earned it, and I'm gonna give it, man.
All right. Thank you for respecting my rights, sir. I really appreciate you.
Promise, sir. Sean, take care.
Take care.
All right, man.
You have a good one.
Yeah.
All right, guys, so we're just getting out of the City Hall here in Rochester, New York. From all the previous videos I've seen from auditing Erie County and some citizen journalists, I thought this was going to go horribly wrong, to be honest with all of you. They treated all of them with such disrespect, disgusting behavior by the City Hall. And the lower level security officers, you know, they didn't do too good of a job, but the security director, Vince, came in and saved the day for sure. You know, he de-escalated the situation. I told him I was going to go into an office and record because that is my right of freedom of press, right of access. And I did it. And I was not arrested. I was not subject to arrest like their unconstitutional sign says. But now is when the real work begins. We, the people, need to petition our grievances to our government to make sure that those signs are taken down. Those are unconstitutional. You shouldn't be subject to arrest because you are recording in a public lobby. I just did it and I wasn't subject to arrest. You saw I asked the police officers that were standing by, what would I be arrested for? And they couldn't give me an answer. Because there's no crime in recording. If I were to do it surreptitiously, you know, secretively, there would be no issue. But because I'm openly recording as an independent journalist, I'm going to be subject to arrest because of other people's feelings about recording. They're always recording us at all times.
All right, so I don't want to give you guys a long conversation. I'm trying to keep the video under an hour. But again, I'm going to say, I honestly feel all city halls should implement these same rules, okay? In the hallways, common areas, lobbies, stuff like that, go ahead, record away. But when you go into a department, come on. You got to give something up. This is where personal information is being exchanged. You got to work. You're going to have to do it. You're going to have to compromise, okay? I commend this city hall. I truly do. I honestly feel all city halls should be like this. I want to hear from you guys. I want your thoughts on this. Really, this is important to me. Okay? Now you heard him. He's asking his subscribers. He's petitioning his subscribers to call up these people and bitch and moan about that particular rule. I'm asking you guys to do the same, but in support. Show this city hall that not everybody is against them with that particular rule. I want that city hall to know that they got people supporting them that believe in what their particular rule. I agree. I honestly believe I could live with that. Okay, that's fair for everybody. It's being fair to everybody. Everybody wins. Do me that favor. The number is here. Call the number. Call them. Take that time. Make that effort, guys. We got to work together. I'm hoping that every video that I ask you guys for something, I'm hoping you guys are doing it. We're doing it. We got to work as a team. If we're going to put anything into play, we got to work as a team. That's how these guys are winning, guys, because they're willing to work as a team. I know I'm a nobody, but as long as I got you guys, we're somebody. Okay? Let's show City Hall that we support them. Let me know your thoughts on the video, and I'll see you in my next video.
His public information shouldn't be your public information.
I mean, everybody's public information.